see how much effort they're putting in to making shit look like you that's already imperfect. That should encourage you to speak and use your own voice in your own story, to create an opportunity for yourself and your people, especially with the world we going to now, where I'm telling y'all, they telling us all our jobs gone. Any job that they gonna find a way, and your job gonna make you use AI or make you start co-working with the technology in the next few years to train it to replace you. So as soon as your job tell you, oh, use this AI companion at work, oh, use this little robot at work, no, your days is numbered. It's already numbered, but I'm telling you, what are you gonna do about it? I don't know people taking this serious. Bro, how you gonna make sure your family survive when all the AI companies is telling you y'all aren't gonna have jobs? You have to find a purpose in life. It's beyond a job. You're gonna have to find a purpose for staying alive. We're talking about some deep shit. Like,
right.
I don't know if people really understand it, but I'm gonna make sure my people get it. I'm gonna make sure, cause look, people gonna be sitting here laughing. Oh, you don't got that many views. You don't got that many plays. You don't got that. But we saw IRL. We saw IRL sending Zach pull a whole crowd. And
with
real
a record attendance, by the way. Yeah,
exactly. We saw that. Like real people.
He's been growing that shit for 5 whole fucking years.
5 years.
And it's for some ITB shit. Which I see it.
Like,
right?
Like,
but
bro,
I see you as like
really
a leech,
give bro credit. We really gotta give bro credit. Like, bro, this man, and then both of y'all too, like y'all's impact in the community. Impact. See, they be talking about career numbers, but do they ever talk about impact though?
They don't talk about impact, no, because look, you can try and rig like the numbers all you want, but you know what you can't fake? You can't fake influence, man. You just can't.
You didn't put no promo money in because it's about the number. You know,
right. It's about the numbers. Hold on, wait. Let's say, let's flip that. It's about the numbers. What numbers though? We focus on the number of people we positively impact.
Right. Numbers, not just numbers as a statistic. What about the number of real human beings that like their souls are like feeling the music? You feel me?
Or they are moved to change off of your music, which has already happened multiple times.
Yeah. It's one project changed the perspective of a lot of people.
Hold on, we could even deviate from it. We could sidestep from that. Let's just go to even when you're quote unquote playing around, with your skill set, you still pushing other people to push their artistry. You do a diss track, you still pushing other people to push themselves. Even just off of the side quest stuff.
Even past that, even before I started fucking seriously like rapping like that, like let's even talk about the little keyboard here. You feel me? Even back in high school, when people was making fun of me, like saying I wasn't shit, calling me names, fucking doing all this bullshit to me to try and bring me down, I still had people looking up to me. I still had people wanting to learn from me. And I was still learning myself.
And now you going back to the school to teach. And now you're going back to the school to teach.
You see how full circle that is?
Look at that.
Like, I originally, people said I'd be a good music teacher. And then I tried to embrace that persona. And it's like, nah, like I couldn't be a music teacher for real.
You can't be just a music teacher.
Right. Like I wanted to teach my own way, not just in like a school, but even then it's like
We still did it.
Somehow, some way, that still loops back around. And it may not have been the way I like would have taught music, like, because they would have made me teach music a certain way. That's something to think about. They would have told me to teach music a very specific, systematic way because they tried to teach me a systematic way. And in college, you could, I swear to God, broke the fucking rules of music in an assignment on accident. Like, I didn't even mean to break the rules of music, and somehow I just did. And my teacher was like, nah, you know, like, I hope you know, like, this is, like, I don't know if I'm able to count this, you know? And it's like, what you mean? Like, this is exactly,
yeah, I remember
like,
that.
This makes sense if you use your ears to, like, really listen to it. Like, it might not look like it makes sense on the piece of paper, but when you hear the vision of it, and I got away with it. I got away with it because I broke the rules of it. And, you know, the common thing about music is that they make rules in music for people like us to fucking break them, you know? And it just goes to show, man, that the impact of that, when people said, oh, you gotta do it like this. Oh, you gotta fucking, oh, when you play this fucking piano, right? You gotta have this finger on the key, not the ring finger, the pinky finger. That you gotta have that. And I said, but I could play it without it. And guess what? I did, and it's like, well, you know what? What's stopping you? Right? Like, you know, like they kind of had to accept, like, I break the rules when I make music. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't follow a system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There is no system. The system doesn't exist.
Yep.
All right.
Literally.
Because music can be whatever the fuck you want it to be.
Right.
You know?
If you want it to be a system and rules and all that, then that's what it is. You want to live by rules that make you feel safe, and you know what I'm saying? But
right. You want to be comfortable in the box? That's okay. You know, be comfortable in your box.
Yeah. That's like one person came in while I was playing one of the reverse beat songs there, like, oh, this is cool. Like, with the 808s reverse the whole song? Nah. And I'm like, see, you don't even know what you talk about. The whole beat's reversed. It's not just the 808s reversed. And he's like, oh, you should change one section and make it regular. I'm like, see, yeah, keep your basic ass thinking over there, and nigga, this ain't for people like you. This is like,
because we don't make music to follow rules. We make music to break the expectations of what music should be.
Yeah, it's to challenge people. It's to challenge ourselves and to challenge other people. But first, it starts with challenging ourselves. Number one, it's about us. The reverse shit had nothing to do with anybody else in the listener. It had to do with us wanting to push our creativity. Like, damn, you have to completely navigate this shit a little different, you know? Like,
yeah.
And it's like, you're just witnessing it. And that's the one thing I have to tell people. It's like, bro, like, people need to learn how to just observe and not look at everything for their own consumption, right? Because it's like somebody was here while I was working on that laser beat, and I clicked the sound, and I was just clicking a bunch of Xenology sounds and figuring out what sounds are in there, you know? Because even if I don't use it for that beat, I might use it for something else. So I'm just playing around, and he's like, oh, nah, you got to use that one. That's the right one. And I was like, there is no right one, number one. And number two, that's not the right one for this song either, because that's not where I want to go with the song. It's like, no, I was just saying. I'm like, yeah, I was just saying this is my song and this is not a collab. So it's like, why set yourself up to make it seem like what someone else is creating is for you when it's not? When I look at people's art, I accept it for what it is. I'm going into their world and exploring what they want. Not like, oh, I would like you better if you change. Because essentially, when someone's creatively expressing, and you're saying you don't like something that they naturally express, you're saying you don't like what they naturally come up with, which is like, is my creative flow about you or is it about me? I'm not a person that's going to choose to make myself a vessel for other people. So for me, it's about me. Because look, I think what it is, people are so used to watching people pimp themselves out in their creativity and their gifts, pimping themselves out to survive, because they set up their business to be structured off of their art directly making the money. Well, yeah, if you're reliant on your song success or your stream numbers or your YouTube numbers to pay your bills, then the audience now has control over you via you being a slave to those numbers for your survival.
Yep.
So how do you liberate yourself as a creator? You set up and structure your stuff to where your survival isn't tied to the numbers in the perception of the audience. People aren't used to that though. And the apps, we talked about this other day, the apps set you up to get reliant on them. So now you're a slave to the app and a slave to their algorithm. And their algorithm is pleased by the viewers being satisfied. So where in that chain are you going to interrupt it and rework it for yourself as a creator? You can still get to the outcome of making money off of your ability, but you're going to have to go a different route. And it is going to be longer. You're going to make money slower, and you're going to have to really know who you are as a person, because you're going to have to know I'm not defined by my numbers, not the cope, right? Because some people could use that as an excuse to not grow, like MOB, you know, and be like, oh, I'm content. I'm good with what I already got. That love me nothing to me, right? I'm hesitant for my love. That should mean nothing to me. You could go like that and then use that to stay complacent, right? Or really the better mentality is that you have to be content with what you have and keep growing in a way that serves your end goal without compromising you to being a slave to the viewers or the listeners and the algorithm. Now that's bold and that's difficult, and that's a walk most people don't want to go on, because number one, they want the validation from the viewer of having the numbers or the streams to get more viewers that care about only the numbers. Hold on, are they hearing me? They want the audience that cares about the numbers and the views and the aesthetic and the... So in order to do that, you have to get validation from the numbers in order to attract people that are only going to engage on the numbers. Okay. They don't actually care about the final product being good or long-term success or sustainability. They care about the optics, because optics get more optics. Attention generates more attention. But think about what type of crowd you're attracting that would only go if there's another crowd. What type of crowd goes where the crowd's already at, versus do you want the crowd that goes where their own taste and preference and values and are naturally going on there? See, they don't be thinking about that, c1nna. What type of audience are you trying to attract?
Right. They don't think about that.
And what's the sustainability of each audience? Because if you attract a crowd that's only attracted to the crowd, then that means that the person that got the bigger crowd than you, they're going to go over there as soon as this one. Right?
Right.
That's where the substance and the values and what you represent and the impact and you being more community oriented and being a people person comes in as an advantage. Because if you're like that, then you're always going to possibly be able to connect with the people that are independent thinkers, that have their own taste, that don't just like things just because they're popular, that don't listen to or watch other people just because they're not the biggest. That's why we appreciate our supporters who are genuinely here with us on whatever platform we're on. In person, online. That's why we appreciate those people the most, because the people who are supporting us are the real ones who aren't following the crowd. They're seeking out somebody like me, c1nna, Ty, any of the other core people on their own whim and see, yo, they got something. I want to keep up with them. That's the real motion right there. Not the people that's just, because it's like, that's why it means so much more when there's people with you early versus when you're already up. Because once you're already up, you already got the crowd to attract more people. Of course, they want to see what's going on.
Right.
But the people who see something before that, that's the ones where it's like,
that's the real ones, man. Look, the day ones, look, they they knew like shit. Even the day ones somehow know shit you don't even know about yourself yet until it already happens, and they like, yep, I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
they be seeing it. They be seeing it early.
Look,
That's why I'm
man,
loyal to my
that's
people.
pyro to me. That's
Hell
pyro to
yeah,
me.
Pyro bought
That's my day one right there.
the c1nna stock before it was even a c1nna stock.
Right. Like shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would have never like you would have if you were to have asked me like shit, like yeah, even like a year ago when I first met ITV, right? But then it's like you asked me from 4 years ago if I ever would have thought I would have gotten this far to like get on stage to perform with, I don't know, Bone Thugs and Harmony at the Agora, fucking with like having the ability to do 30-minute, 20-minute, 10-minute song challenges, like in FL Studio with my own bought studio with that I built, I built my own home studio.
That's pretty
Like,
crazy.
you know what I mean? Like, yo, I would never have believed you if you said, "Yep, this is who you're gonna be. This is you starting this
Teaching
right now,
classes.
just making them Eminem type fucking Summa Lumma Dooma Lumma flows. Like,
I'm
yo,
dead.
that shit getting this far, like, yo, like that shit's polarizing, man. Like that shit's crazy.
But c1nna, look, that's
You
the
know?
thing too, right? People being able to follow along and be a part of that story at any point. AI is never gonna be able to do that. All the mysterious aura farming, all the aura farming mysterious people never gonna be able to do that. All the people that think they're better than other people because they pretend like they don't have imperfections, they'll never be able to get the same level of depth, a connection with their audience as people like us, because we're actually showing the real.
Mm-hmm.
Like not hiding stuff. All those projects you did, those songs, you put those songs out.
Yeah.
You feel me? Look at somebody like K. Where's his project? Where's any of his old work? He's too scared to even put out his old work. It's not even that it's bad. I've heard it. Like, he's just not even confident enough to want to show the real journey. He want to pop out with a perfect, and that's the mentality of a lot of these underground artists. Some people too good to put the real of who they are out there, right? While they'll judge someone like you, someone like me for like really just showing the real, the ups, the downs, all of that, right? The funny story times that see every time they laugh and they turn their head or turn their nose up at that thing, that's the exact thing that's why we get further and further in our relationship and our connection, and why people go hard for us, real life, online, all that. Real people like that
Like
know
we have a lot
us.
to offer, man.
Yeah, people
We
that
got a
know
lot
us.
to offer.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like it's way past just fucking rapping about fucking, you know, like trying to come up with some witty while also saying how much money you get while also telling people how many bitches you fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like it gets to a point where if you put that in every fucking song and that's your whole discography to show for it, it's like, you know, like you're not gonna get talked about as much as the people that actually like really for real put like their
Real
soul into this
relatable, yeah,
shit.
their life,
You know?
like where you're hearing pieces of someone's life, like, or you're hearing where they're at. Like
Yeah.
you could go back to that song and then figure out, damn, this is what c1nna was going through at that moment.
Cause like it's easy to rap about bullshit.
It's
so easy.
Bro, I keep proving
like,
it. Anytime I do these fucking bullshit freestyles, I'm literally proving how easy it is to rap when you're not saying anything. Like just punch in just random shit and rhyme words and make it sound cool. Man, you could make a lot of shit sound. Man, you know how much easier it would be to do a song if I didn't actually try to put my feelings and real thoughts and connect my thoughts to the melody and the words and all.
If all of my songs was about fucking bitches and wanting expensive cars and flexing how much money I had and like my chains that I had, that shit would be so easy. I could just copy paste that all the fucking time on Yeet Beats and the Baby Beats and other fucking shit. Like, that shit is so goddamn easy. And I don't want to do that because that's not who I am. I don't do that.
And it's like,
You
even
know,
when
I
you
like
get on
being
those
myself.
beats, you're still speaking the same way you would speak on the other stuff, like with the authenticity. It's just a different style. Do the math. Like, if y'all here, do the math. Like, come on, c1nna never compromised the integrity of what he
like,
was
just
saying.
because I picked up the auto-tune don't mean I didn't say nothing in it. You know, like, I was speaking some real shit. You know, even in Put It On ITB when I was doing auto-tune, and I was like, bro, all of the songs I did auto-tune and melodic shit, I was still saying shit.
Bro, we know that we both got a whole supporter, Rim, Young Avatar, off of that song, off of him specifically saying, yo, y'all were both like what y'all were saying in the song.
Right.
Let me know y'all was different. And like, you know, he was saying we were speaking some like high vibrational shit that let him know about the type of people we were.
Yes.
That's what he said. Not, oh, I mean, the song was just fine. Like, you know, he picked up our frequency of what we represent off of our song. And then we met him. Now he's a part of the community. Like, but look, some of these people be too good to reach out to the supporters though. I didn't even see, but I checked my DM and he DM'd me. And I was like, oh, well, I was already responding to his comment. I was like, yo, let me get him in the Discord. See, some of these people, that fueled their ego, and they'd be like, oh, I got a new fan, I got a new dick rider, like, oh, I'm so him, like, and then they would dub the fan. And they would probably look at the DM and be like, oh, I love what you did. Oh, damn, let me leave him on red to Aura Farm. No, let me never answer the DM. Oh, let me post a screenshot of it and then never talk to him again. It's some shit like that. That's how most people would do that.
Put a screenshot, put on the story, and then is like with fire emojis. Not even like fucking text.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's the difference.
Or they would like it. They would like it. Like, remember that? I don't know
if
you remember that
put the
one
heart
time
on the message and shit.
Yeah, like this one dude that corny ass time he put like a 7 emoji as a reaction or some shit. When I reached out to him, I was like, but it's like y'all keep y'all keep doing that.
I just thought of I fucking, as soon as I heard the number 7, tell me why I thought of that stupid ass, the worst bar I've ever heard from a fucking artist. I'm feeling lucky, 777. That's just what I fucking heard as soon as I heard that. But I might go to hell, 666. That is the worst fucking line I've ever heard, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nah, it will be so down bad. That's what we going back to. I'm sorry. The
you going back to the feeling lucky 777 guy?
Nah.
Like, are we real?
Down bad, yo. I'm so down bad, bro. Like,
come on,
777, the downgrade though. Yikes.
Oh my god.
The downgrade. That shit crazy.
And I'm not in a Pokemon. I'll let that Drake go peek at you. Like,
yeah,
bro,
I'm just waiting to see what he gonna
I hate
collab
that bar
with.
too.
Look, I'm just waiting to see when the MOB collab with BTNF and Gen Mafia gonna happen.
Bro, you gonna collab with some bum ass motherfucker?
No,
like,
I think he might go to Low Lives. I ain't gonna lie. I think he might go to Low Lives.
Shit, he might. He might be trying to fucking patch shit up with them right now because, like, look, he never said anything to him, right?
He didn't. They did.
If anything, he got praise from them.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, you know, like, he never pushed back on us saying, like, bro, like, these guys are fucking, like, they gotta be, like, jealous because, like, you know, like, what the fuck? Like, they're overly, like, fanned out over fucking you using fucking Pro Tools. Like,
yeah, exactly.
What?
Right, see,
like,
that fueled his ego. That fueled his ego.
Yeah, like, facts. But, like, you know, because there's always a but at the end of the sentences. He always says, like, you know, he always has to find a way to incorporate. You know, actually,
what?
Because I was in college at a point in time for like a year, and one very important lesson I learned was actually in literally it was a marketing class, like entrepreneurship and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, listen, if you want to like, bounce thoughts and like, communicate with a team, don't use the word but.
Right.
Because that's like a contradictory word.
Yeah.
Use the word and when you do it. So like add on to the thought, to build with it. Because if you use but, it's like you're like, there's a part of you inside that's like, like disregarding the thought and being like, like it's pushback. Whereas you could use the and to be like, that's a good idea to kind of add on to it, like maybe with the, we could possibly even consider like, like that's building blocks with it instead of like tearing shit down.
You're right, but I think
mean?
that's an indicator too, subconsciously, of like when a person isn't paying attention to what they say and you are, you can tell like about that I think that's what it is, with me. Why when I talk to people, I'm able to spot so much little shit and they aren't processing that they're revealing certain things and I'm spotting it. So when I call it, they're like, wait, what? They'll be like, oh, you're overreacting.
Like, what you mean?
Yeah. They'll be like, oh, no, you got me wrong. But it's like, they don't realize, like say with MLB with the butt thing, right? If we're all together on the same page and then one person in the group is like, yeah. But boom, you just gave me an indicator you're not with us because none of us have any hesitation. It's kind of like with the swim thing. Why I got so mad about that is like, we're all very clearly on the same page with this. The fact that you're interjecting in any capacity for any reason when it's this serious shows that you don't get it. And the fact you would take the opportunity to target the person who's vocalizing our values shows you have a bit of empathy or something something you got we don't got for someone that we don't feel like deserves any. We don't have no reservations about anything negative we have for a pedo. If someone's a pedophile and a predator, we don't have no regards for them.
No.
The fact you can generate or anything empathetic towards that person once you figure out that's what it is, you was more bothered
like they can look past that aspect of them,
exactly, because it's
a bit alarming, because
you think respectability politics of how you talk to someone is more important than a pedo.
And
like, that's the little tone policing.
There's certain things that if people do it, I don't fuck with that energy and I move different, like when I notice it, or like I know, like, and it's especially true with like those kinds of like things, like just shit that's so morally wrong, like, you know what I mean? It's just like you can somehow find a way to like, be like, you could
add a caveat.
If you can still talk to him, you can find a kind of defense for it.
Right.
Like, and that's scary because then it's like, okay, so if you can defend all of that, then like, how far are you willing to go with that shit?
Exactly.
Like, clearly, you're not saying everything you're letting on. If you're still like,
willing
like,
to engage. Like, because how could you even talk to? That was my whole thing. How could you even have a separate conversation with this person to where they called you and you talk to them and you talk to them about their feelings and all these? How is that even a thing when the only way we're engaging with them is in a public platform to address the allegations?
Right, because hey, look, that I don't even know if I even ever told this story before, but this was when I managed to like get proof, because there was allegations on this person. This was a long time ago, by the way. Like, this was like when I first met Pyro. Like, this is how long ago this was. I was in a community actually with a couple of people, and I met this dude that was like cool with like my other friend that like I was like, with. And so one day I get DM'd, right? I get DM'd by the owner of the server that I'm in, right? Because they're like a whole group of people. Like, they're like, hey, yo, are you friends with this dude? And I was like, yeah. Like, I mean, he hasn't done anything, wrong to me. And they're like, oh, okay, so I guess you support pedos then. So we got to kick you out the server. I'm like, whoa. I didn't know what do you mean he was he's a pedo? What? So then I had to do my research, because I was like, hold on now, because I'm not just gonna because, some people could, you could slander that, but, so I check in with him, right? So I do a little investigating. I talked to him for a good, 3 hours, just to, get some explanations on this shit, right? And, some of this shit wasn't adding up. So then I finally got to talk to the other people who had other shit on him that he wasn't telling me, So then after that, I get more clarity, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on now. So he lied to me, right? And then there were certain messages he sent me to show proof that he wasn't doing that shit. Whole time that shit was low-key self-reporting on himself.
Oh,
there are some messages in there that was
but he didn't
not
know,
adding up.
He didn't realize he was self-reporting.
Right. And so when I screen recorded it to the people that I talked to afterwards, they're like, wait, holy shit, you actually got him lacking. And I was like, wait a minute, what you mean? And he explained it, and I'm like, oh my god, so this whole time this motherfucker was a pedo. And then after that, he tried to defend himself. I was like, fuck no, you're already caught, bro. And you just blocked fucking instantly. That man has been on my block list ever since then. I have never heard from that man ever again.
Yeah.
And it's it's just so crazy, man, because it's some people, but the person I talked to, that owner of the server, they were mad at me that I was even talking to the dude, because they knew shit I didn't, clearly, but you know what I mean? That shit looks crazy, because it's
that is the mentality we should have. That is the mentality we should have.
Right.
Where it's if someone, just like we said about L2 and all them defending him and knowing that, and we didn't realize that they knew it was true. We're thinking, oh, they're just defending their friend that didn't do it, and then we find out, well, wait, so y'all are all coming at me with this crazy energy, and the whole time y'all knew it was true, and then said, oh, well,
yeah, they're
everybody knew.
Everybody knew about it, so it's cool, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Hey, that's, you know what? I'm not gonna say their names, but Zach know who these people are. There is a person, actually, that Zach kind of recently performed with, but they're a duo, okay? So it's two of them, right? One of them happens to have a sexual assault charge on a minor.
Oh, he told me about that shit. Yeah, he told me about that shit.
That is gonna be mentioned in a song, Death Note.
Crazy.
It's gonna be mentioned in that song. But yeah, it's crazy because it's well, wait, so this guy has this charge, right? And it's these two are a duo, right? They were locked in this. They're still locked in to this day.
Oh, they still are. What the?
Yes. They're still a duo, So that means this other dude had to have known.
Yeah.
that this dude had this charge. There's no way he didn't.
Yeah.
Right? And like, look, like there's no context on it. So it's like, you know, I low-key told Zach, like, you should probably investigate that. Like, you should see what's up with that, you know, because it's like, I mean, look, sometimes, like, they might just be both, like,
right, because if you're in a duo with somebody like that, and that's what I was saying about L2 and all them. If y'all knew all this, and then y'all be around kids, where that means in your head you shift
like,
around.
You can
these
justify
rules.
it a little bit,
Yeah,
like, in your head. And like, that's what I don't fuck with. I don't fuck with that shit. Like, by association, yeah, you're guilty as fuck because you're defending this dude and still finding a way to like be like, oh, well, you could kind of explain it because like X, Y, and Z. It's like, no, that doesn't make it right. That
they be the type of person that blame the girl.
Right.
Or oh, she was fast. Oh, she was being a hoe. Oh, these girls be lying. You know, when whole time a guy knows when a girl is underage. There are some that try, but then there's also some guys who don't want to find out the age either. So niggas gotta stop playing. Come on now, Cinda, you know what I'm talking about. They don't want to ask the age so they can have plausible deniability. Come on, y'all ain't fucking fooling nobody.
Right.
Come on now. You know, oh, she said she just got out of class and I'm in college. You know, she got out of class, she look young. But no, I'm not gonna ask, you know, oh, well, I guess in this picture she wore lipstick, so we'll just say she looked older. You know, it is little, that's the thought paths that these weirdos start going down.
Shit, man. That's
and that's why the misogyny, that's why I told about Simba, the misogyny is concerning because they use that misogyny to put women in scenarios where it's justified for them to be abused. Oh, if it's a hoe, I can rape her. That's their logic. This is real American rape culture. If it's a hoe, she can't be assaulted. Literally. Oh, if my daughter was being fast and she got with an older dude, oh, that's her fault. I'm gonna punish her. My daughter got preyed on by an older guy. I'm gonna blame the daughter for disgracing me by having a sex drive versus the man that was preying on your daughter.
That like actually
like
did.
This is the real American like culture of how things are. You know,
that's gross, man. Like it's low key. Like, I mean, literally, it's dehumanizing. Like to be able to say that. You know, like
that's why the dehumanization gross. Of women is very. It goes from surface level misogyny to violence and abuse very quickly. And that's why the more misogynistic someone is, the more dangerous they are. And that's why someone like MOB had to mask the misogyny because he was around a woman that was the leader, where you're not socially in a position where you can get away with bullying, and you have to mask the misogyny. And no, that makes sense why he was so silent, because any thought he did have that was his own would have exposed the type of person he is, which he knows he would not be socially welcomed.
Hey man,
right?
Look, you know how he refers to women. He specifically says females.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when I talk about women, I talk about women. You know, some people when they talk about women, they say bitches. Yeah. You know, he goes with females. Like, you know, like it's
coded.
To use
it's coded.
Like
it's coded.
You know, yeah.
It's like people, the whole females thing, some people don't understand it. So I gotta explain, chat. So men woman, men, women. Females is like a very detached, very like biological.
It's like the scientifically correct.
Yeah. It's like it's not humanizing. Like it's not on equal footing as how men get talked about. It's like this thing, this organism. Like I'll call you something that's alive. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't even respect you enough to say women, girls.
Which you know, that's something else too. Because whenever I hear women talking about men, they say men. They don't say males.
Guys.
They say men or guys or boys.
Something.
Like at least that. When you're misogynistic and you're talking about women, you find a way to either say bitches, hoes, or females. Like,
see, that's the little thing about what I was saying with like you notice little things and then it shows you about the person because they're not thinking about it. They thinking, oh no, but it's like, no, you're kind of just regurgitating the language that was coded around you, which when you look at the mentor, when you look at the group around, it's like your stereotypical group of guys, like, you know, what we could say borderline frat type culture,
right?
Like frat, it's the same thing, like the boys club, like, you know, like extreme, and we know what happens in those type of groups. Usually a lot of abuse, a lot of assaults, a lot of coercion, a lot of manipulation, a lot of all the things I talk about all the time. Is grooming also. Men grooming the men, and then also men grooming the women. Like that's usually what it means, and it makes sense. And then like the other men, they accept where they're at socially, so they never challenge anything because they know social hierarchy wise I'm at the bottom. So then you live your whole life still bowing down to all the men in your social circle and caring about what they think, which is why he always cry about them not liking his music. It's like, how are you 24 and you're still paralyzed by the opinions of these people in your music? Like, they already put you on a shelf. What could you really like? But it also makes sense why he made the type of music he did, because that's the music they wanted him to make. Because he made the music that validated the stuff they thought. Right? What do the guys want to hear me rap about? The guys not trying to hear me be on no deep introspective shit. I want to do it, but the guys don't want to hear that. Oh, when I go to the clubs, they want me to do one type of song. They want me to do the songs for girls shaking the ass. Like, I mean, he said it. But then it's like, that goes back to being a vessel for somebody else. Is that what you're going to choose to reduce yourself to as an artist and creative? As a vessel for what somebody else wants you to be? They will only accept you if you're this way. They will like you if you're this way. So then you turn yourself into that. For them. It's like, bro, I guess, bro. I guess you never gonna be happy deep down. Like when you really, when it's just you are gonna be having something missing. You're gonna be searching. That's why I feel like that's why he makes so many songs. It's the quantity to master the desire for depth and substance that he doesn't have, because that will require you being honest with yourself. You know, you will have to be vulnerable. You have to let this mask slip. It's not as easy to do that as they try to make it seem.
Like, because look, I mean, even with the introspective album, right? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you know, because
it was surface level introspection.
It really is, because, like, I mean, I can kind of even barely remember what he really talked about on there.
Some that was like shit.
Yeah, because it was mostly like, oh, I've been wronged my whole life. You know, because, like, I mean, that whole shit can be just summed up to that, because he can just pull from
really,
different situations of him in his perspective being wronged. You know, like,
but then there's no exploration on the what, because introspection isn't just what happened to me, it's also who am I and what did I do, and then how did I factor into how my life is.
Right. Like, what did I learn from it? Like, how did it really affect me?
Well, maybe like, that's it, c1nna. Nothing. You know? c1nna, maybe that's the problem with the no substance. He never learned anything from any situation. It was just one situation to the next, and he was always like, oh, I don't know. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, if you go through your whole life like that, it kind of makes sense.
And we learned nothing from me going against MOB, huh? That line makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, because, like, he never learned. He really didn't. He just ran the same plays. You didn't learn anything from the ops we talked to. He didn't learn anything from the diss tracks. He didn't learn anything from, like, really even being inspired. Like, it was blind. Like, he didn't really, you know, because he didn't know what to do with it. You know,
like, he literally saw all that type of content you were doing and didn't even have one observant thought of like,
he didn't use his because he don't got original thoughts, as we know. He likes to parrot off of us.
Yeah, he's just a bot.
You know? So really, it's like, wait a minute, c1nna made this introspective ass fucking album talking about his family life and, like, the shit that, like, he went through that really, like, affected him to get to this point. You know, because it's like, you know, like, there's some deep ass shit in there, like, you know, like,
really.
Imagine being vulnerable enough to fucking talk about the fact that you can't even, like, see your baby cousin because your older cousin, as you grew up, you learn, like, they did some fucked up shit and, like, really were ungrateful as fuck and, like, had to go through, like, crazy personal development. And it's like, now you look at them so different that it's like you can't even recognize who they are.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how fucked up that is? Like, I don't think he really heard much of anything I said on there.
RTK, I mean,
shit, RTK, that's the most vulnerable one. You know?
His most vulnerable was, I was in the facilities. For real.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, imagining that in MOB's voice is really difficult for me. Just seriously.
I was at the facility.
I was in the facilities on my life. It was really hard.
The level of depth
here.
No. I mean, for real. I mean, if we look at any c1nna song, what was the most deep song he released? Was it "Don't Care About You"? Maybe.
Shit,
but that whole song is just saying people don't care about you.
They tried to close me off. They tried to break my shine.
No. He really is one of them Drake-like type bands.
Look, I even called him the half Drake too. It goes so deep. The rabbit hole for all of this shit. Like, MOB Drizzy is literally the whole shit about me just calling him Drake.
Nah, man, I take all my reposts back. Fuck you talking about? Bro ain't released a song, bro. He's really falling off. Like, he ain't released no songs. I'm not gonna release a project the rest of the year. The next project he release is all remix beats. What are you gonna do with remix beats of even bigger songs? It was already bad. You using licenses, you buying licenses when you can't afford to buy licenses. But then Now you're gonna get on the biggest songs that you can't ever have a chance of getting the rights to. You're never getting a chance to get the rights to
Look,
beat it. You're never getting a chance.
that's the difference.
Come on,
That's the
bro.
difference, right?
No,
Because
it
it's
won't be
like,
carried by the sample. Oh, that's why it was always getting sample beats. Instead of the sample. No.
MLB carried by the sample. MLB carried by the music. He carried by his own.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, he got some beats, good beat selection, because the beats do be carrying. Mob
No, for
carrying.
real.
Oh my god, because he gets carried by everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Look,
Ah,
man, that's why he ain't released all 4 of those c1nna features, right? Because, like, he knows, like, every single one I got on, I outdid him.
damn, bro, he was really hiding that shit.
Even when I was new to it, even when I was doing it for the very first time. You know what I mean?
He still followed me, bro. Go away.
This shit's fucking.
Don't
This
care about
guy.
you. Where the fuck is that? Hold on, where is that project?
Because look, he can never own the rights to the remixes, but the difference between it is like, bro, when I make the remix tape, like,
You're actually
there's
gonna do
gonna be
promo.
promo.
I'm like,
Like,
man, stop playing. You got promo for all your shit. This
I
man,
already got promo.
bro, I was trying to tell him to do promo for songs. Like, why are you not
Yeah.
promoting? You making all these songs and you won't even get on stream and record it, but you bought a PC to stream.
Or, I don't know, break down your album.
Oh no, you could just
Break
let C
down
do
the
it.
songs.
You could just let C do
Like,
it.
look, yeah, because, like, bro, he could have done a 5-track facts. Oh, guess who else did a 5-track facts actually? Just Ciara, bro.
Just
Like,
for an artist
you're making
challenge.
content too for the
Just for the
artist
artist challenge.
challenge too. But like you actually knew what to do as an artist. You promoted as a side quest.
Yeah.
Like,
And
do you
that didn't even
he can't
encourage
even do
him.
it on the main quest. He on the main quest and he can't do it. You did it as a side quest.
That still didn't inspire him. See, that's why,
Like,
you know what, c1nna, it's because when your ego's so big, you don't take inspiration from people.
no facts.
If you think you're
Not
better than
realism.
people, yeah, if you think you're better than people and you're not actually trying to get better. Some people know they're better and they know they can still take advice from other people, but if you really do think you're bigger than the program, like, yeah, you're gonna be like, oh, what am I gonna learn from you? I'm still this. I'm still successful. I've already done that. If you live off of that, it's like you're never gonna truly get better. And I told him that so many times. I said, bro, you're making all these songs, but you're not working on your weaknesses. What's the point?
Right.
You don't need getting reps with melodies. You don't
Look, that's
need.
why that content carry shit when he made water during the fucking 1v1 with me and him. He made a separate song that wasn't even part of the beef.
Yeah,
Just to
it's
get some reps in, and it didn't even
because
matter.
it's like, cause look, it's like I called him out as a competitor. I'm like, bro, you must not have been around other people that actually been competitive with the shit they do in life, because it's like I can clearly see what you're doing. You're clearly just getting reps to make yourself feel like you're actually getting better, but as a true competitor and someone that actually really pushes myself, you work on your weaknesses, not your strengths. Like, you already know your strengths, and I'm like, you're only making it look like you're grinding to people that don't actually grind with intention. People that
Look,
actually really do this
yeah.
can clearly see you're avoiding all the shit you need to do, like content, building a community, your brand. Like, I said this to him multiple times because I got tired of seeing him just sitting here doing all these songs and then not even promoting it, and then promoting it in the same way when you could clearly see all different ways that we're promoting. I'm like, why are you
Yeah.
not doing a reaction and then putting your song at the end of the reaction video? And then I'm like, I've been told you
Mhm.
that. I've been told you that. Like,
Or make a separate content that like has the song in the background. Like,
I told him
You
that
know,
commentary
like
videos,
with
it
the
makes sense.
vlogs, bro. The vlogs, bro. My vlogs have the fucking songs in the background. I didn't even name what the songs are, and people already know what they are. You know, because I have a tapped in community that like already knows this shit. But whatever, So you know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
mean, bro, I showed it with just doing commentary videos and putting my songs in the back.
Right. Or
Like,
even like
bro,
fuck the ITB clips of the week when I started like attempting to do that because I was trying to be consistent with it. I had songs in the back with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's
it's so
totally
many
different ways to
ways.
do it.
Yeah, it's so many different ways. And it's like, for him, he doesn't even have a brand or aesthetic. So it's like you have more freedom to play around with
Yeah,
everything
you
because it's not
don't
like you have
got
to stick to one.
yeah. Like cause he expects like to you hear his name, you know exactly what he does. Like,
Yeah,
like there is no brand behind it. There isn't like a thing. Like you can't just start out by being like, okay, yeah, when you hear Mob Carry, like you think of
aggressive
like what
melodic.
what would you even think of? Aggressive melodic? And then it's like, you know what I mean? And then it's like, well, what are you bring? Because it's not like you're always pushing that in your like content, you
Yeah,
know?
he doesn't even
Like
push
at
his
least
own
with
brand
my
up.
shit, I got my logo in there to always show that I'm the nonprofit artist. Because every time I say who I am, I always go, my name is c1nna, aka creating one new nonprofit artist. I always say it every single
You
time
have to.
because I have to. Because there's still people to
Gotta
this
push it.
day that have no idea what it means. And I'm gonna make her. I did even say like I'm gonna make a reel at one point, pin it to my profile, just so I could be like, c1nna is an acronym, y'all. Like I need to really stress to y'all, like this is not just a name to be a name.
Exactly.
This has meaning to it. Like I didn't just choose this name because I was like, yeah, it sound
Intention.
cool. Like, cinnamon, like it's spicy, but like people think it's sweet, so it's like
I'm
spicy.
dead.
But it's more than that. Like that's the surface level analysis of it. Like even then, that's a little bit deep because it's like nobody be thinking of that. Like they just see the word "cinna" or like they mispronounce it and say "c1nna." I really got
C1.
someone to say "c1nna" one point.
Wow.
Like, oh my god, I swear to God, it was one of the producers that I like left a comment on the shit, and I was like, unfortunately, you know who that producer happened to be?
Oh.
It happened to be Dex's producer.
Oh, that's probably no, but
I used his beats on my EP
well,
actually.
the
So
beats
I
weren't
mean,
the beats weren't as bad as Dax.
right, like
But
Dex
he
made it
tried.
worse, but like the prod, like they were okay. They're definitely like old, like to say the least. Like they're very outdated. They're not like what we hear now. Like they're very 2018 coded. Like if I'm being completely honest with you, but yeah, that was the first time I interacted fully with the prod because I was like, I want to be tapped in. I want to like see like, because I know he, like technically speaking, like he got like some plaques, from supporting his artists, So and then when I left the comment, he like, hey, thanks for the comment, c1nna. I'm like, oh
Nah,
great. Yeah,
but
no. Yeah, this and I was like, I'm never
C1.
using a beat from this motherfucker ever again after
Yeah,
that. 'Cause,
yo.
that
I'm
you
not
you pronounce my name like that. You clearly were not like, like come on now. Like c1nna, that like your brain gotta be like some scrambled eggs to fucking like look at my name and think that's how you pronounce it. Yep.
oh
Like
nah,
at least
buddy.
you could have spelled it. Like fucking that still would have been more correct if you just spelled it out.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
c1nna. That's
C1nna.
hilarious.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta use that one now. C1nna.
Like, bro, eventually I'm gonna fucking put that in a song just to show like just how ridiculous it sounds. Cause like, bro, I think that's the what. Look, even my real name be getting spelled wrong sometimes. You know, in high
Really?
school, my
How else you
band
spell it?
director spelled not my last name wrong. Because I would understand if you spelled my last name wrong, or like if you fucking didn't pronounce it right. You know, this motherfucker spelled my first name wrong, right?
How else you spell it?
Because it's not like he replaced a letter or added a letter. He deleted a letter.
How you
RAN.
what?
Ran.
Nah, oh no, you trolling. Nah.
On the fucking wall.
Ran?
On the wall with all of the other fucking leaders like in our band, right? I was the only motherfucker with my name spelled wrong, and it was my first name.
Oh no, oh no, mate. Oh no, mate.
Ran Kirov.
Ran? Nah,
Like,
they might have skimped their degree game. Ain't
look,
no way.
man,
How do you even? It's not even
look,
enough.
I could understand if maybe like it was like a RHIAN,
Yeah,
like
that's what I was thinking. Like
RIAN, like maybe, you know, maybe. R
Ran,
A
right.
N
I'm trying to figure out how that would even. How would you even say it? Right. Where they from? A different country.
Maybe if you're Scottish. Ryan
Yeah.
Carroll.
Right. Nah, bro. I'm sorry. They
Ryan
gotta be
Carroll.
idiots. Nah, bro. They gotta be stupid. I'm sorry, bro. Wait.
Look.
It gets deep, guys. It gets deep.
It gets deep.
Alright.
Oh, I don't know if it's this one. No, I think this ain't getting easy. I think that's the deep one.
Oh, my fault.
Here we go.
My
Yeah,
fault, because he's just
one.
crying about people not caring about you the whole time.
They trying to close me off.
Oh, my fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. The Squidward.
Yeah, Squidward is yeah.
No, bro. Why was that comment accurate, bro?
MOB Squidward.
That's crazy how they spelled your name, bro. How they gonna spell my favorite nigga name wrong?
Whole time.
Work I'm putting in.
He was the.
Maybe all the work you did on 2K to have like 16 different builds, I guess, because you're clearly putting more work into that than your own fucking music.
Yeah. Like all the work. It's funny because he said they're phony because they don't know all the work he put in, which just means there's people in his real life questioning his work ethic. But then they're actually right. And he's trying to trick them because he's in his room and they can't see it. We could see clearly what he was doing a lot of time or knew, and you weren't working, so they're right. So now listening back, seeing over time your actual character is kind of funny because it's like no, you really do have a victim mentality because it's like you really was not working, and then to get it and then make you so like, oh, they didn't believe in me. Oh, I'm doing all this work. Man, what is the work? Making songs? You don't think other artists wish they could just fucking make the songs?
He's working on how many hours he can sleep in a day.
Yeah, because he was.
I mean, that takes hard work.
He was setting new records. I'm telling y'all, there was that day. bro, I'm saying it was a day. He was asleep damn near the whole day. I swear. I was like,
You know how
wow.
hard it is to sleep that long?
Yeah. You know how many times you gotta get up and fall back asleep, guys? How many fucking times you gotta make
How
yourself fall
hard that
asleep
is.
all over again?
It's so hard to do.
Y'all don't get it, bro.
That manual
Look.
labor.
Nah, man. Bro was having sleep competitions.
Hey.
Oh, that's actually crazy.
Let it all burn. All these demons that be after me, a blessing and a curse. This whole life we living crazy. I pray to God, but still a
Plot twist, all the demons is after you.
Hold
Plot
on,
twist, you're the
what do you
demon.
say? What do you say?
What you say right
What do you
there?
say? What
He
did
said
you
something right
say?
there.
Hold on.
Let me go back.
If they want it, we ain't get it. Let it all burn. All these demons that be after me, a blessing and a curse. This whole life we living crazy. I pray to
Wait.
Right there?
Nope. Keep
God, but
going.
still a sinner. Please just save me.
Oh, there it is. I pray to God, but I'm still a sinner. This is the same goddamn line he has said. This is one of the filler bars. Listen,
The center one?
he said this shit in War Babies.
Oh.
I done pray to God, but it's still my sin.
Oh my god.
He has said this in multiple fucking songs, dog. He has said this in multiple songs. He has said this exact line. I pray to God, but something about sinning, or I'm a sinner. You know? Oh my god. Like, it's like,
Bro was gassing him up over filler bars, and it's like it's worse because it's filler.
are you
and then you're
it's
also
filler in
not
an
saying anything.
introspective song that's like supposed to like actually dive into like your struggles internally as an artist. Like you could talk about it, but instead it's just crying and complaining and just being like, you know, nobody believed in me. I wasn't even getting sleep, even though I was.
Even though that's all I do. I get sleep more
Yeah.
than I do anything else, but
I was playing my PlayStation, my mama unplugged it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just
type beat.
That'd be
You know
the craziest line I'd ever heard.
No. That would be the realest shit he would say. That'd be more real than this.
Nah, the fact that that's the bar is a little sad, man.
I'm
not
fucking
gonna
crying, bro. Nah, but hey, at least keep it a buck.
It is what it is. I ain't worried about no past. Being of the world. If they want it, we ain't get it. Let it all burn. All these demons that be after me, a blessing and a curse. This whole life we living crazy. I pray to God, but still a sinner. Please just save me. Somebody save me. Feel like I'm not who I am. Reach for the stars. My time be coming, should be near. Feel like I'm falling off. I'm really doing what I can. Ain't no why I'm my path for real, but
Wait, what?
Oh, he
Huh?
is falling off, huh?
Wait.
Oh, I feel like you're falling off? Wow, you like predicted your own goddamn downfall, eh?
Wow. 3-4 months ago,
How poetic.
he put it right there. Feel like I'm
Wow.
falling off. Like, wow.
it should be near. Feel like I'm falling off. I'm really doing what I can. Ain't no
And you're doing what you can and you're still falling off. Like, that's how you know you really ain't cut out for this shit.
Doing what I can and I'm falling off. Guess I'ma just let it happen.
No, I'm doing the best I can. Isn't that good enough? No, buddy, that's not how it works in the real world. You have to push more and more and more. No, you find a new version of your best. If
Yep.
you're great, your best is not your best. That's just your best at that moment.
Yep.
Until you push. Come on,
Yep.
gang. See, real winners, real competitors, come on now. Like, they don't want it, Cinna. They don't want this shit, Cinna. Because they don't push themselves. They got to wait for someone else to push them. And then they make an ego to insulate themselves from the real ones who really can push you. You don't want to get pushed for real. But it sounds good to say you want to get better, though. That's how you get
Right.
social credit. Y'all just trying to do the social credit Olympics for real. Some of us trying to really actually get better.
I'm a pain for real, but I was always there.
Nah, man.
I don't even know if I belong. Yeah. Dumb to the pain this ain't.
No, you don't. I'll tell you right now. No, you don't belong here. No. It's like you knew wait, hold on. You was really having the right like question. Like you actually landed on the right like contemplation moment right there. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you don't. You really don't because you didn't. Come on, because you didn't earn the shit you got. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. It's a lot of artists that work hard and make songs. I don't mean you deserved it. You got shit you didn't deserve. That's why you didn't know. That's why you had imposter syndrome. Because you knew off of your work ethic, you didn't deserve it. Because you know what other artists got to do in order to get shows and all this other stuff? They got to put themselves out there socially and actually speak up. They got to advocate for themselves. They got to speak, let their own art speak for itself to connect with someone, or they got to do something. Basically, I mean, artists got to do something. Not the shit that he was doing, sitting there being in the corner, quiet. Other people have to get you to talk. You piggyback up. That doesn't get you opportunities. You got to put yourself out there as an artist. Cinnna knows this himself.
Look, that's the whole reason I met Zach, man.
You had to put yourself out there to even meet him.
Like, you know, because people could have steered me a totally different direction. You know, because it's like that even stems back with my whole friendship with Andrew, man. Because it's like, you know, people would be making fun of us all the time. Because it's like, you know, they'd be making fun of him more than me. Like, you know, just for the shit he did. Like, and obviously that's all personal shit that, like, you know, like he's battling that internally right now. But like, you know what I mean? Like, if I never decided, like, you know what, this is the person I want to talk to. Like, this guy specifically, just the energy that he has, like, I like, you know, like I rock with him, man. And turns out he just happened to have somebody in his life that love music just as much as I do, and this whole like rap hip hop like culture, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I never took that route, you know, it could have gone way different, you know, but life just happened to line up, and it's like I made that connection with Zach. I remixed his song, like, fucking just to get some credibility, you know, because I was like, hey man, like, I totally want to work someday. Like, would do a remix to one of your songs, man. And like, I remixed the thing off of Before the Bazaar, the EP he did. It was like his first EP. I'm like, yo, this shit tough, actually. Hold on, I could slide on this beat right here. You know, it's different. It was definitely different for me. And I did it, and he was like, yo, this shit crazy, actually. And then I got to have conversations with him. You know, like, if I never did that, you know, I would have never fucking met someone that know his shit about, you know, because look, at that point, when I met him, he just did the second Halloween like show. Like, he did the first one the last year, so I got on that like early. Like, and to see what that shit became fucking 3 years later, like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit, like, making connections like that.
But
Like,
you don't get that by just being quiet and then letting.
No.
Because it's gonna be somebody like you that like sees like a little opening and you don't even necessarily know where it's gonna go. Just you being willing to put yourself out there with people and be vulnerable and be a person that other people want to connect with. That's the other thing we gotta talk about, is having good character to where you come across in an authentic way to other people that's authentic. Because look, it's people that be wanting to trick people like us that are ourselves. It's a lot of people like that. But then when we see someone else that's authentic, we can tell, and it makes us want to connect with them even more. It makes us want to look out for them even more. You might be able to trick some people with that for a little bit, but guess what? If who you really are completely is super far from that version of yourself, it's gonna be even worse when everyone finds out.
Yep.
Just like this. I mean, like literally MOB, the trying to mask like us and like try to copy our character. Now you're around a community of people with similar character. So now it's not just it being revealed to one person that you're way, way, way farther than what you presented as. That's doing damage now versus if you were just silent or just yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now it's like consequences to trying to blend in with people that are like this. Because socially, it's a thing. We know it's a thing, especially in this industry. People are always morphing and turning themselves into a chameleon in order to get an opportunity.
Oh, there's so much of that. Like
that's
that,
like the main thing people do. Yeah, that's like the main thing people do. But the thing is, it's different in a space like ours that's a curated energy and vibration versus the industry shit. Because a lot of people are faking it on the fake side of it. But then when you come to the side of it that's not where people are faking, and then you get exposed for faking, it's like, oh, people don't be thinking about the ramifications of that. And it's interesting, right? Because notice how even the people that are faking and stuff, they're always scared of the audience finding out.
Yep.
Because they know, despite whatever numbers, they know this audience in our community is real people.
Yeah.
They know C doesn't have a reputation of, oh, she's gonna troll with someone's reputation, like she's gonna just make up some stuff. Because my character speaks for itself. People know if I say something because of how I carry myself, not how I perform, because of the passion and the values I stand for. If I bring something up, they're gonna know, wait, what? Somebody that, okay, wait. Nah, I've interacted with her. I've interacted with ITB. This wouldn't happen, for no reason. So who, I, what? Oh, you posted about me on your story, but I just said what you did. MOB, you posted about me on your story, but I just said what you did.
Yep.
So if you don't like how people perceive you, you're more concerned about how you're perceived than what it actually is. And that is why their life and music and everything is how it is. Because when you're more focused on what it looks like than what it is, it reflects in your own work. It reflects in your work ethic. It reflects in everything, your life. Because if you have that mentality with one thing, it's just like the music. Let me spam making songs because that shows that I'm a better artist. Or, I can be consistently mid or consistently good or consistently okay. I can make a lot of okay songs versus I can make songs where I know I'm challenging myself. Not for anyone else. Integrity, doing the right thing when no one's looking. Doing the right thing without someone telling you what's the right thing. Because you feel it's right, not just because the collective thinks it's wrong. You can't, that's why it's hard to do the fake shit. Because you're going to have to cover so many areas and you're going to eventually slip up and not be able to hide. And it's crazy how once we slowly start seeing it with the music, then it starts showing us that it was outside the music too. Literally from that convo all of us had with Ty and you, it was me, you, and Ty, and then you heard us talking about him. From that convo forward, it's like everything changed. When we all had the collective epiphany, like, oh, this guy is not who he says he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't want this shit. Oh, he's not trying. Oh, he's just doing it just to do it. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go artistry mode. Goes artistry mode, doesn't do anything different with the artistry, really.
Nothing.
Goes different genres, goes introspective, doesn't drop it. Then
doesn't drop it ever.
Yeah, then it's like, oh, this is just your this is your personality. That's kind of like why when we confronted him and talked to him, he's like, oh, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? It's like nothing. this is just who you are. What can you say?
Right.
It's more of a like, damn, I'm kind of just like coming to the realization this is your character. Yeah, what can you say to like your character traits? Nothing really. This is just you. So it's like, this is actually an interesting case study on artistry because people say that you can separate the art and the artistry, and it's like, this once again proves no, you can't. Because even in the music, when we listen to the fucking lyrics track, I mean, essentially his brand is whining. Crying. I mean, really? I'm serious.
I mean,
I'm the best at melodic crying. Aggressively, melodically crying. Nah, he was right.
aggressive melodic crying.
And I'm kicking this shit. I want like a bitch.
I'm a king of shit.
I got like a bitch.
I hate all these brothers. These brothers be fake as a bitch. Bro.
I cannot fuck with him.
I cannot fuck with him. I see through the real.
No, but who is this girl? Who's the imaginary girl he's always talking to though? Like, who's
I don't know.
He always got an imaginary girl he talking to.
There's always a girl that he like might take a trip to Bora Bora to. Like, he said that in Problem. I had to remember what location he said.
He can take it to Bora Bora in Costa Rica, maybe.
Get her hair done, nails done. I might as well. You like, bro.
Plot twist, he's just using the money his girlfriend gave him.
Mm-hmm.
If he had
Ain't
one.
your girl the one that funded your whole career? Yo, should have never got me started. Real artist talk. Center the truth. You're really just a false prophet. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy.
Cause really, Senna, like, we could really just like, boom, like once a week, just review one of your songs, like at the Senna segment, like just pick one of the ones you did, and just do. Cause that's the one thing, a series I want to do is like our artists got songs that they want to break down. We just do like our own version of a Genius interview, and then like go line by line, and just fucking nerd out about like all the different shit.
You know, that would be pretty cool because I was supposed to do that with Flesh and Blood because I was like, I was gonna go in and like line by line, like explain all of those songs.
Well, maybe you could do it for the anniversary.
So I mean, hey, look, that's what I was saying. Like, I was gonna do that. Like, I was gonna finish the Family album reaction because I still have that in the vault. That I was like, shit, like this is becoming a very long video because I was gonna have it as the long video and then also have the shorts.
Like a short. Oh, hell
and
yeah.
So that way it would related video to it and then it can like, you know, or if you discovered it on Instagram or TikTok, be like, hey, it's on my YouTube if you want to see the whole reaction, you know?
Hell yeah.
So I mean, shit.
I mean, I'm just saying we could start working on it.
We could do that because, like, I needed to find a point in time where I had time to do it.
That would be good promo for my series because what I want it to be a series on my platforms where I'm showing all types of artists that I know and the different little details in their songs, whether it's the lyrical content or the something they did engineering or production wise. I want to just show people the details because look, it's gonna be like certain people who care about this shit. Like people are gonna say, "Oh, nobody cares." We don't care about the people that don't fucking care, guys.
Right.
We do it for the people that do care. Like, we do it for the people that do care. Like, I'm sorry, y'all don't have nobody that cares about y'all, but we got people that care about us. So it's like we can't look respectfully. Like y'all might say our number's small, whatever. We don't give a fuck because
Right.
we know the individual people. We care about them and they care about us. So we don't give a fuck about nobody outside of that. Like, and that's a lot of y'all problem in life is y'all be concerned about people that don't care about y'all. Or are you so convinced trying to make the next people care about you, you don't appreciate the people that already do. Ooh, I got him. Hold on. Hold on. Wow, clock they shit though.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Y'all so worried about chasing the next crowd. Come on now. Come on now. That's their policy center. That's why they always try to downplay our numbers. They want to downplay the people that lurk. They want to downplay the likes. They want to downplay the plays because they don't appreciate what they have. So then they try to convince us to also be unappreciative and downplay the support we got that we fucking appreciate. Ain't that crazy? That's
Ain't
crazy.
that crazy, man?
Yeah. Oh, you're broke. But yet there's hardworking people that have invested into me and my brand for me to slowly build up for 4 years. I don't have hardworking people invest into my show without me even asking because they believe in the vision. And I appreciate every fucking cent, dollar, bit, fucking, or hell, the time that people spend to be in the stream to help me get more viewers by getting the numbers up. Or, you know, like the positive energy people put in. Yo, I fuck with what you're doing. The conversations that kept me going. You know, all the things that these other people downplay and don't appreciate. I appreciate every single one of those things, and so does all the people in my community. c1nna, Ty, anybody else that's in our community. That's the mentality we have. So it's like it makes sense why they're so unappreciative and ungrateful and thirsting for clout and attention because they don't appreciate what the little shit they have. They ignore the people that already support them. They're like, oh yeah, fuck y'all. I'm trying to get like the other people though. Like, I'm chasing these people that don't even see me yet. Like, but y'all that see me, y'all cool, whatever. I'm gonna treat y'all like dick riders. And they wonder why they're at where they're at. That's all I'm saying. You gotta be content with what the fuck you have, bro. And you gotta be appreciative of what you have. And you know what? That's the culture we here to push. Instead of this fucking greed. This greed. People are greedy and they're entitled. And I'm sick of it, honestly. It's disgusting. Because it's like you're spitting the face of the people that actually show up for you and support you. And you feel what I'm saying? But it's cool though. That's why we the counterculture. ITB the movement. Bro, come on, like
ITB the movement.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. If you want to go to sleep, put on a lullaby, turn on some MOB. You feel what I'm saying? That if y'all want some good music to fall asleep to.
I would have a restless night if I ever heard MOB playing, bro. That'd be my alarm because like I'd hear that shit. I'd be like, turn this shit off.
Yo. Nah, look, I mean, I'm sure it kind of sound like a lullaby at first. Never mind. All that whining pissing me off. Oh hell nah. That whining pissing me off. Never mind, bro. It's like I can't unhear it now.
See what I mean? That's why it's my alarm. I hear that shit and I hear turn that shit off. Fuck it. Let me go back to sleep. Fuck, man.
No,
nah, man. See, now I can't even go back to sleep because I'm afraid that shit gonna play again. Like, bro, that'd be a good alarm for me.
This is crazy, right? Because to connecting the art to the artist, the way we perceived it before is different now that we experienced the person behind the art. See, now when we hear it, seeing the character of the person, now when I hear this, it actually does sound like whining. Yeah. Like it really does, because it's like, oh, like now when I hear these lyrics, I see who you really are as a person. You're a victim mentality person. You don't appreciate the people around you. You lie about what you're doing. You lie about putting in the work. So now when we hear the song, we're like, oh, like you're just complaining that people are asking you to try.
Yeah.
You say everybody left me and no one supports me, but then we see that you're not even putting your best effort and people still support you. So like all the lyrics, it's like they mean something different now. Yeah, this ain't the same as when we look back at our music. This is not the ITB effect. No. We listen back to the music and the lyrics are deeper. Now, your whole style I'm perceiving different. like aggressive melodic crying.
Aggressive melodic crying is so funny.
Like,
It's frying my shit though.
but chat, am I lying?
On tour, niggas say they know me, they don't know the law. Do some niggas I don't know anymore. All they on the gas, push it to the floor. All the pennies I be hurting to the core. I done came up from the bottom, shit was gross.
Am I wrong though?
He always talk about that same exact shit, bro.
Came over the
Talk
bottom.
about I came up from the bottom. Shit was gross.
Nah,
Fucking-
bro, your mom came up from the bottom. Your
I came out
brother-
the mud. Like
No, they
he
came out
always
the mud.
finds
You
a
were a
way to-
suburban kid. Shut the fuck up. You
Yeah,
were in the
what?
suburb. Like, your mom came up from the bottom for being an immigrant. Shout to her from Jamaica. Bless her heart,
Yeah.
because she work her fucking ass off, and you get mad that your mom gotta
Mhm.
work and use the Wi-Fi for the job to make sure you still have a house. Like, imagine, like, this be the privilege. This be the why they be saying American spoiled, because of people like this.
Yep.
I'm sure whoever his family in Jamaica, they would probably be ashamed
Oh yeah.
seeing the man. You bring shame upon your family. You bring shame upon your family name, and it's crazy how, like, bro, chat, like, I could have fried and crashed out on this nigga when I talked to him, and that's the last message I left with him. Bring some honor to your family's name, bro. Oh,
Yep.
no pun intended, Senna honor, but like. I was saying, no pun intended, Senna got a song named Honor that y'all should totally check out. But I was really telling him to honor his mother and honor his family name.
Yep.
You should want to.
But they ain't listen to mom though. They ain't listen to mom though.
Yeah, they didn't hear mom
song about that either. You know, it's crazy.
wanting to make your mom. Well, that would imply that there's respect for your mom, which this guy clearly doesn't have. So it explains. But chat,
No.
It's so many Senna songs y'all could go to, but I think the last one I'm gonna pick is Honor. I think I'm gonna hold on. Let me go. I'm trying to get to the project. Hold on. I shortcut it. Yeah, I can go here. This is the last one right here, chat. We gotta end off with some real music. Go stream Flesh and Blood. Go buy Flesh and Blood. The link in the chat. Actually, I got Flesh and Blood commands still.
Yeah. That's good enough.
And go follow Senna.
Ruin the moment. Ruin the moment's gonna be one when we get that.
Oh yeah.
Related to the man I feel as the greatest. Didn't mean to miss your party, but I made you a gift to make up for being tardy. It's a new song, and if the world
That's a good part, Polaroids.
You go, you'll hear it. Maybe if we played at the dinner table, you'll come visit and make an appearance. Not one to believe in spirits, but I swear that I hear you talking to me like I'm near you, guiding me through life and telling me to fight the thoughts of death that I'd hear too. You manifested a man with greatness to fight through battles to the very end. Our family still think you live on inside of my head, cause I got your passion and I've got the talent and I've got to balance it with hard work. I could do that, but it comes at a cost, making sure I'm in line, never feeling lost. And if I feel that way, doesn't mean I pray up to God, or do I go to pray to you? Cause I know if it's you, I'll get a better chance of an answer. Just please excuse my manners. Promise that I'm coming back to piano. Everybody still love when I play it, but nowadays everything I play sound basic. Gotta keep making you proud, hoping you feel that way, even if I don't got me a crowd yet. I mean, I'm only 20, turning 21, 2 decades being surrounded by the family that started with you. Your daughter and your granddaughters are living proof. Funny how the music came full circle. Wish I could show what I do. And you know what I mean when I say that, not just you being conjured. That's why I'm writing this song in your honor. Yo.
Oh yeah.
You are now tuned in to the
ITB
Radio.
Y'all know this my shit. Yeah.
Listen.
Leo,
I'm writing this song cause I know you're confused. If I could see you today, I would ask if you could see the world in my shoes. The planet evolving, music is calling my name, but it's not the kind of people thought I would do. I got a pair of some musical ears like I used to be teaching the youth. Still wanna do it, but not at a school. Do it through lyrics by spitting the truth. I'm doing it through hip-hop, I consider it art. I know most kids like me don't think like me, I'm truly bizarre. But I stick to what I love most, yeah, I give it the whole 9 yards. If I get famous, send my regards, cause I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'ma do great one day, the world will say my name, claiming I'm the best in this sport we call rap, put it on wax on my tracks, cut me a check or cut some slack for me. I don't need a youngin' to tell me that I'm an unk because criminal activity's bad for me. Great grandpa was a cop, gotta do justice cause justice just might get a brother killed if I kill a brother in cold blood, knock at the door, go on the floor, my knife in hand, stay bread, escaping out the back door from an officer doing his job, stop a rapper, killing fake friends, sounding like another many case in their hands, just wanna avoid that life, smoking the crack pipe, bloodshot, I do right, lead the blood through the dark to a life I'd like to call peaceful.
Damn, lead the blind? Wait a minute.
Damn, lead the blind. Oh no.
Wait a
man.
minute.
No, man.
Damn.
Flesh and blood. Come on, they wasn't hearing them though.
Hey, we complicated, but we make it by. Leo, I promise I'ma keep on fighting till the day I die. Yeah. I know this ain't what you picture when I picture violin up. When I took my keyboard to you while you're stuck in that hospital bed, you thought I'd become a little more like you. Finally thought I would too. But that's why I'm special. I don't let them know my next move. Would you still be proud of me if you saw me today? Would you still be proud of me if you saw me today? Yeah. Maybe this ain't what you wanted, but promise I'm beating the odds. I'm turning a hobby into a new job. I'm turning some heads, but I'll make a few nod. I reach for the top when I'm stuck at the bottom, cause that's the only place I'll be if I climb. I know that I gotta be lucky, but it wouldn't hurt if I tried. The public opinion on rap has been shaky, but I wanna change a few minds and change a few lives while narrating mine and open the door for some people that got some complicated feelings inside. Giving them music and all my support if they here for the ride. To do it, I need me an audience, and I got plenty of time. And really, I'm gonna need plenty of time to turn a fantasy into a reality. Never impossible, not for me, really believing's a power. See, determination is how I unlock my mind to think it was possible. Now it's way too late to stop. In it for the long haul, got a shot. Opportunities come around, yeah, I'll have a lot. Just gotta wait, dreams don't come true overnight. Gotta pray to God, Leo on my side, 2 angels on my shoulder to guide me as a soldier. Bear witness, no Jehovah, giving roses to the fallen and the veterans. When the war comes, I'ma show you.
You are now tuned in to the
Looks like everybody knows it.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Flesh and blood, man. Still a classic.
Come on, y'all. 1 year
Still a
anniversary
classic,
coming up.
even almost a whole year later.
Hey, y'all can go
You feel
watch
me?
the reaction, the ITB group reaction.
That reaction
The
is a
first
fucking
ever-
amazing reaction, man.
Yes, we had a big group reaction when c1nna dropped that project, and y'all can go to the channel and check it out.
I couldn't have asked for a better reaction, man.
Yo, it was
I
so
couldn't have
fun.
asked for a better fucking community, man. Like, come on, man.
Yo, look, it's on the YouTube channel. Y'all gotta go check it out. Look, man, that project to this day, I still love this project so much.
To this day, man.
And
That whole project, man.
oh yeah,
that
I
whole-
love this fucking bro. Yo, I'm
know?
telling you, your mom need to get us one, bro. I want one.
Look, man.
I want one,
have
bro.
an extra. I have an
Look,
extra.
That shit is so hard, bro.
You feel me? Oh, right. Guess what? I
What?
shipped the CDs.
Oh,
I
you
shipped
shipped the CDs? Oh shit,
so-
my flesh and blood. See, oh, I'm about
You're
to
probably
flex.
gonna get it soon. I don't know when.
I'm about to
but
flex.
you get
I'm about
it.
to flex the CD on y'all ass chat.
Hey, and it's signed. It's a signed copy.
Oh
so,
shit, I
like,
got a side copy. Look.
You got.
I got a collectible now. I got a collectible item. I don't know. I need to somehow put it on the wall. I don't know if they got
Look,
fucking
man.
frames for CDs,
You
but I
could-
need one.
Shit. Cause yeah, like a way to frame it and then like take the CD out and just like
Yo,
play
that would
that
be
shit.
hard.
Like, yeah.
That would be hard. I ain't gonna lie. I
My
need that.
God, man.
I need that poster too. We gonna have to
Look.
negotiate a price. I need that. That's a collectible right there.
Hey, I'll find a way to
Look.
ship out the poster, man. I gotta find a way to do that,
You
man.
gotta. I think you
don't know
gotta get
how.
one of those little tube things. You gotta get like one of those cardboard tube type things. I don't know
Shit,
where you
yeah.
get them from, but
I don't
it is a
know.
thing
I'll-
though. It
I
is
will
a
figure
thing.
it out.
Look, okay, man.
don't
Look,
know.
c1nna, when I, run up a bag this summer with ITB, get the ITB bank account up, I will definitely be
Yeah.
buying that poster. buying the poster. I'll submit an offer, you know, like I want it to be something pretty significant. So I'm thinking it gotta be at least a cool 50 or 100, at least.
Damn.
At least 50 or 100.
Okay. Damn.
So
I
yeah, so
mean,
when I get the extra money, you feel me? I'm definitely gonna get it.
That's
Because that shit's
if I
fire.
want it, I'ma get it. Hey, look.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
that's another fucking. It just doesn't end. It doesn't fucking end. It doesn't end. That's
Well,
what.
you know
That's
why?
another
Because we speak
song
true.
that I did. Let's get it.
Well, this is what happened when you say some real shit in your music. You say how you actually feel. Sometimes you go back.
Look, the
Sometimes
song collection, like I don't think they be looking at this for
that's tough.
real. 'Cause, you feel me?
The cover
Like this
arts,
is
though, real
look.
cover arts.
There's the Dre Type Beat remix for Zach. That's the first Zach remix that I
Yo,
did.
this is
We got
c1nna history right now.
yeah, we got fucking Patient. We got the BBL Drizzy fucking remix. Man at the Garden remix, bro. That still underrated, man.
Yeah, that
Come on, man.
cover is still tough though. They don't be seeing the artistry
Yeah,
and the
look,
visuals.
like I created this myself. I didn't AI generate this. I fucking made this myself with my mom's car. The license plate say c1nna on it. I fucking edited that shit. It's it's a GMC,
It's little
which
details.
is really funny because it's like GNX, but
GMC.
All-nighter. This is the fucking street, like from my college. Like, come on now, come on now. Fucking, I was
The
like this
Crown.
song. This is crazy, man.
The
Like,
Crown.
and bro, 8 a.m. in Charlotte, bro.
Hard.
Fucking, I drew the crown like in the style of For All the Dogs. Like,
Yeah, literally adapted the whole style. Come on, though. They'll, hey, see, that's why they be intimidated. You know, c1nna, you know what it is? I think our effort level and creativity is so crazy that it makes some other people like not even want to try. Like they see how high the bar is, and they're like, they rather not even try because they're like, oh nah, I can't do all that shit. I
look,
can't do all that
that's
shit.
why they give up. That's why they give up half the time
And
when
go
I
on
be doing.
vacation and go to sleep.
They go on vacation, they sleep on it, they fucking all the time, man, because they see what I can do. They see what I can do.
Yeah, that's why we appreciate the people that also come in and pour into that collective energy of like, damn, okay, y'all doing this, hold on, let me do this. Because guess what? If we all feed off of each other's energy, when we push ourselves, it's just like a never-ending cycle of we just get to keep motivating and inspiring each other to get better and better. That shit fun to me, c1nna. That I ain't running away from that. That shit's fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I see c1nna get in his bag with the drawing, and I'm like, you know, like I do have an arc written down from like 4 years ago where I said all the things I said I can't do, I'm gonna tackle them. Like with the music arc, that was one thing. The other thing was drawing.
Yeah.
The other thing was trying to reconnect with like my broken relationship with drawing that I got from school.
Hey,
And
and I
then
still
tie
gotta
that to
do
the graphic
that.
design, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
but low key, I kind of started on the baby end of graphic design with like my logos and stuff. But you know, I kind of did that by like making my logos, the ITB logos, where I drew those in my notebook.
Right.
The star, I drew it, and people don't realize the star, the logo that I picked with the star, it was intentional because I wanted it to be shapes that had a certain amount of sides. So if you peep, like, it's 8 sides to the star.
Yeah. It's an 8-sided star.
Yeah. So like I started with the number and I had to go find what shapes had certain amount of sides to match the number. But the numbers was intentional because it was based off of Fibonacci numbers. So Fibonacci numbers on the lower end, 1, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. 144 is one of them, by the way.
Wait, 13's a Fibonacci number?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it is.
Wow. Wow.
What?
Wow. Wow.
What?
Because, like, I mean,
Wait, you have one called 13?
bro, 13 has been a part of my life forever because of my birthday. I was born on the 13th. I was born on Friday the 13th, actually. Yeah, I have a whole song called 13. That song, I'm not even gonna lie. There's got to be a day for that one because that song, that is a song I don't talk about
Wait, how old
because
is that one?
it's around, oh my god, I want to say it's around the time I was gonna drop Patient.
Oh, so it's like last year.
I think so, if I'm not mistaken, or I dropped it
Or maybe
before that
2024.
actually, because I made 13. Oh, actually, so I made it right after the Versace remix, actually.
So it's that
Um,
2024.
that I would have to say that, yeah, 2024. Oh yeah, on July 13th.
Damn,
Yeah.
so wait. Okay, you dropped it on the 13th too.
Yeah, that was intentional.
Wait,
I've
cause was
been
that the date? Wait, was it June 3rd? Was it June or July? The month that you usually drop the project.
I normally drop it in July.
Okay, so
The
you dropped it
project,
on that.
yeah.
You dropped it in that same month that you usually drop stuff too.
Yep.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So when did
Yeah,
you
that's
drop
when I
Flesh and
dropped All
Blood?
Nighter.
Wait, so is it on that date you drop it, or is it just in July? I can't remember if it's a specific date. You say you usually drop.
It's
your
always
project.
July 1st I drop my project. At least that's how it was, because we're kind of breaking the mold very soon. But with that, right before it came All Nighter, which was a very introspective project for me, because it was like, that shit was extremely personal, like just based on like my life at that point after the EP that I dropped, because like I was going through college, and then I was finally going through like being an adult and like not having, like connections with people for the first time, because like I wasn't a very big communicator, like I always had to kind of be asked to like come and hang out, or like like if someone were to ever, like, if I were to have a conversation with someone, they'd have to start it with me, so then I can start like talking, but like I was terrible at that shit. So then I finally felt isolation for the first time. Like I had a form of it like before that, but like it was a lot worse when I had just myself and my own thoughts. And then like, of course, I was a very big overworker. Like I was like, obviously I was a perfectionist too, and it's like with that came a lot of sleepless nights and making sure like everything I did was like perfect,
Yeah.
and with all of that came sleep deprivation. And so I always would pull like all-nighters, like to get through
I felt that
all of
too,
that
bro.
shit,
I've experienced the same shit, bro. That transition is no joke.
Yeah.
Especially if your family doesn't have like the means to be able to fill in the gaps. People don't be talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're really on your own to figure it out, and it's like your family love you, but like they just can't. You know what I'm saying? Like because then you start seeing people who families do have all that, and then you realize, oh, like I'm really just by myself. For real. Like my family
Right.
got the moral support, but in the real world, you see people whose families can actually do stuff, and then how
Yes.
it makes them not have certain issues, and you're like, oh shit, I really gotta figure this shit out myself. So I definitely understand you for real. And I was also having those all-nighter nights too, like into high school, into
Yeah.
college. Like really, it was a struggle for real. Getting
Like-
like 1 hour sleep, 2 hours sleep, going to class, like
Shit, even no hours of sleep. I would be up till 6 in the morning working on shit, and I wouldn't go back to bed because I was like, well, I don't want to fall asleep because like then I wouldn't get my shit done. So then I
it's a
would
cycle.
we had a
becomes a
Starbucks
cycle.
on the like corner, so I would literally, without sleeping, get up, walk to Starbucks, and fuel myself on caffeine, and just run through the rest of the day like nothing happened. And you know, like, and I wrote down my whole experiences through that fucking album, like, and that was like some very low points like of thinking in my life, because like my mentality at that point, like I was also getting into a very fucked up relationship at that point too, and I didn't even like touch on it in that album because I did that like afterwards. Like I was gonna talk about that shit way later, like in the Vase of Flowers album. I was gonna mention that shit for once, you know. And man, like I was at a very low point because 13 came right, like I was already planning on writing that song, but in that album I said that I had my 13 reasons like why I didn't want to do this shit no more. Like, you know, like not even just music, just life.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, you know what? I have to get it out. Like I don't have another means to, because I don't have anyone to communicate that with. Like even if I did reach out to like my people, right? It's like I didn't have anyone at that point that like, you know, like it just, despite having certain connections, like somehow I still felt alone. You know, like I had friends
Relatable.
that like really cared about me, but like,
but they don't
not
always know
nobody
how to
that-
like, they don't know like how, like even if they care about you, that doesn't mean they have the skill set and the right things to be able to like handle it the way it needs to be handled. And sometimes even the well-intentioned people can end up hurting you more without intending to, by them not having the skill set to handle it the right way. That's what makes it tough.
Right.
It's knowing like, damn, the people that do care can't reach me in a way that would actually reach me deep down, and they might fuck some shit up along the way trying to do it too. So then you're like,
Yeah.
well, I'm just gonna stay isolated because low-key might be more safe for me to like not open it. That's
Shit.
what people don't be talking about.
I had that exact shit happen. I remember I was going through some shit internally too, because I was like, bro, you know, like, because it's always been a back and forth battle with me. That's gonna be another song at some point, but like I've always had a back and forth battle between communicating my problems like when I need to, like with venting, but then it's like after I did and people expressed to me like, oh, like why are you like always venting so much, like fucking, you know, like it made me feel like, oh well then okay, then
Why
I'm
even
just
say
gonna not
anything?
talk about it, you know.
Yeah.
So then it was a lot of repressed feelings and bottling shit up, which made shit even worse, to the point where I would get like, you know, like I would have very unfortunate thoughts, you know, and it could have like spiraled into something way worse had I not finally like learned how to communicate. But then at the same time, like even recently, like communicating certain problems with certain friends of mine, like they don't like and I'm not even gonna name who it is because it's like I don't, you know what I mean? But just like I was talking about this struggle of mine because I liked someone at that point that was like really close with me, and I told them about it, and this person that I liked, right? She had a brother, you know, that I'm very good friends with, you know, and so we were chilling in the car at the one point because like at this point in time, like, you know, there was a thing going on where like his mom, the brother's mom was like, damn, like you're always hanging out with so and so, like he never invites him out, like you should totally like, why don't you tell him to invite like your other friend? I'm like, okay, you know what, yeah, because like, you know, like I know he care about him, like he never thinks to invite him, so I'm like, bro, let's just invite him out whenever we hang out. So we did the one time. I got dropped off at my place before he did, and when that happened, the two of them had a secret conversation about me liking his like sister.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, wow, really? And afterwards, like, he told me this, right? Because he was like, hey, I low-key gotta admit some to you, because, like, I had a conversation. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you had a conversation with like,
someone else
really?
about you?
So, and I'm like, nah, there's no way. Like, I don't even, like, know. Like, so that, like, so then I talked to that brother that I was talking to, because I was like, man, there's no way, because it's like, you know, because after that point, after that conversation, she started acting really weird, like around me, like she was moving different type shit, like she was like avoiding me, and it was completely not like for that like reason after I finally find out like why she was avoiding me. But at that point in time, like I felt like, damn, like y'all had that conversation, like I feel like fucking
they low-key backdoored your ass. They low-key
yeah,
backdoored your
low-key
ass.
sound like it, right? And then I talked to the brother because I'm like, damn, he tell me everything, right? He never hides this shit from me. So I talked to him. I'm like, damn, like, did y'all really have that conversation? He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we did. I didn't tell you that we did. And I'm like, why not? Like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, I didn't think about it.
Right,
like,
right, okay.
really?
Bullshit.
Like,
Bullshit.
come on, man. Like, after that point, I low-key moved a little bit different after that, because I'm like, yeah, that's why I don't invite them out no more, because, you know, like, I don't, because that shit can happen. Like, because I've known these motherfuckers for years, you know, and somehow, some way, after me venting my frustrations, like, about, like, with, like, her situation and just, like, the shit she going through, right? It's like, you know, because, like, she was in some fucked up shit, and I'm like, man, like, I'm just trying to, like, help out, you know? And, like, he low-key, like, fucking just told him, like, oh, he trying to get with her. Like, the fuck? Like, that shit
But
is
that's
just
crazy
messy
to do to
as
somebody
fuck,
that
man.
you know. Like, that's crazy to do something like that you know their character not like that. Like, because that means that he also just went to her and told her random shit and used his influence as a brother to, like, get her to not talk to you, which is very weird.
Yeah, the whole situation was fucking weird, and like it was totally blown out of proportion after that, because it was like, you know, it could have been way worse, but that whole conversation was not the reason why she was moving weird. It was because of her like other dude, like she was around because her dude was like low-key very manipulative and wouldn't let her talk to other dudes, you know,
Right.
and she would. But then there's another thing about that, because it's like she kind of chooses who she's around, you know, like, and specifically she has people like in like her like social medias and shit that she has that, like, you know, like if she wanted to talk to a certain dude, like she had the connections to do it, you know.
She wasn't.
And so, like, you know what I mean? And I'm really close with her, you know, like closer than most. And like, it just feel like she chooses to not be around me for whatever reason. Like, you know, like, and look, I even tried to invite her out to fucking Halloween 5 because I was like, look, I was attempting to not just invite Justin, like, cause Justin from that On the Couch song I was talking about, like that's my brother right there, man. Like, and he never had been to a show prior to, like, there was that remember that clip with me and Zach? Like, Zach pulled me on stage and we performed the Paris song with but it was his like verse that he had, and we like rapped over the beat. Like, that show Zach was invited to, that wasn't Zach's show, so he'd never been to both a Zach show and a show from me. He wasn't at Halloween 4, you know, and neither had his family, except for his aunt, who was there at Halloween 4, but not his sister. His sister never really supported my music like that. But I was like, you know, low key, she was kind of avoiding talking to me because, like, she didn't want to upset her dude that she was with, right? And now she's with a new dude, and he makes her like very happy, and I'm glad, because it's not a toxic relationship no more. Like, she's actually good now, you know? Like, I'm glad to hear that she's doing great. And so I was like, hey, you got work on Saturday? She's like, look, I don't know if I do, but if I don't, I can probably come to there and I could bring my dude with me. I'm like, yeah, do that. Like, what the fuck? Like, cause her dude actually wants to like meet me and all the other family members. Like, he has a lot of green flags, you know? And then literally the next time I see her, I'm like, so you still coming to the show? She's like, yeah, so about that, I don't have work, but I made plans to go out, you know, with and it's just like, okay, man, like, really? You made plans to go out after being off of work, knowing that I had a show coming up. Like, you can't avoid my social medias. Like, she follows me on all my pages, you know? And what disappointed me even more was her mom and dad, because, like, you know, they always say, like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm always gonna support you and your music, because, like, whenever I show them my music, like, they're like, wow, this shit is like really great. So I'm like, man, you guys should totally come to the show. And then they're like, oh, I don't know if we're able to go. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not able to go? What? Like, because it's not like they have work. Nope. They made plans. Oh, they made plans to go out. The common theme. You feel me? So, like, Justin was still able to come because of, guess who? His aunt. His aunt supports me. You know, not as close to relatives that I've been, like, living with for the past fucking years of me knowing them. Like, you know what I mean? It's just so, like, it's
like,
disappointing.
Like, yo, you bringing that up, like, that's crazy. But, like, honestly, bro, like, in terms of the girl, bro, the amount of passion you put into, like, anything you do, like, you need somebody that's gonna be enthusiastic, where there's no fucking Cause like that's just the universe protecting you from somebody that's not the type
Right.
of person that you deserve. Because you deserve somebody who's gonna match your energy. Like, not somebody's
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like
Hey.
when we talk to Victor, what he say? He said, "I want the bitches." And he was like, I really just want a girl that likes my music for real. Like, really, I think most creative people really are just like, we're that same type of way. Like, we really just want someone to see
Like,
us. And it's like, if they don't see you, they don't
yeah.
appreciate all the little shit and aren't your biggest fucking fan, like, honestly, they can
Right.
kick rocks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, some people, they just want
Exactly.
to string you along for your energy. And that's what it's giving.
Hey. Hey, and you know, and I didn't even update you. You know that girl I was talking about before too, because I was like, hey, low key, like I see her at her work, like from time to time. I'm like slowly, like, you know, making progress on that. She has a dude now. It's cool. It's all good, you know. Because look, I was like, you know, because at the end of the day, look, I'm unfazed because it's like I'm just cool if she's happy, you know. That's really all I care about, you know, because at that point I healed, like from the previous situation. Because when I was like talking to this girl that, like, you know, I was talking to, I was like, damn, like, yeah, like I'm gonna be taking my time with it, but also because, like, you know, like, because everybody was like, why don't you just ask her out now? Why don't you just ask her out now? And the thing is, I'm not available to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be like, you know, doing that and be like, oh yeah, we should totally go out, and then I'm busy all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like that low key show, like that would show like I would be low key like playing with her emotions, and I don't want to be doing that. You know, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I want to not be busy. I already got enough on my plate. I got fucking to work on this fucking album. I had the show that I just did, and I got another one coming up. I gotta write all this fucking music. It's
Yeah,
like
you booked
I
it
just
busy.
I gotta learn how to drive. I got work. Like, fuck, I need a break from all the shit I'm doing right now. You know, like I want to
And
be
then that time
available.
would have to be with someone else if you're in a relationship. So it's like, what time is for yourself? When it's like, you're a creator, like you need the little few windows you get to sleep and all that, or eat or all that, it would have to be filled up with another person. That's why it's so fucking hard to do anything like serious like this and have a relationship, because the person has to sacrifice and be willing to, like, it's real. They would have to actually sacrifice some things that they might want in order to be with somebody that's pursuing shit. And then it also hurts you because you don't necessarily want to sacrifice that time with the person.
Right.
So then it creates a struggle with your art and your work, because you're like, I don't want to do this, but then I also want to be something in life. So it's like trying to actually chase like greatness instead of just being okay, or the numbers, or like you actually trying to like have a legacy. It's a struggle, bro, because it's a sacrifice of your family time. It's a sacrifice of your relationship time.
Yes.
It just all makes it more difficult, because it's like people that are willing to work with you, like, you don't want to let them down. You actually care about people, you don't want to let them down, you know? That's why sometimes it's like you rather just not be in a relationship than fuck it up.
Right. Like, that's why I took that whole shit so slow, because I was like, you know, like I still want to at least have time to, like, you know, like build that like relationship like authentically without it being like forced, you know? Like, so it's like, you know, like I'm already knowing like there's gonna be a time and place, like it's gonna happen, like,
Exactly.
you know,
And when it's the
one
right
day.
time,
Yeah.
it's gonna be worth it. Because it's like, and I think honestly, bro, like, we're just socialized to go towards romantic relationships, when it's like, honestly, the more like friendships, I think it's just we've been programmed to think that we need to get all this from a relationship, when it's like, if you have genuine deep friendships and community, you can experience like majority of things like from a romantic relationship but people don't practice intimacy, healthy intimacy with their friends, emotional intimacy, like being able to be vulnerable, like literally what you're talking about with your friends, how you can barely be vulnerable, and they can even open up space for you to be vulnerable, like literally that.
Yeah.
So people feel like they have to have a relationship partner for that. And it's like, you could, but then even in a relationship, it's not healthy for them to be everything.
Right. Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's tough. But that's the good thing about actually having real friends that care about you, that will listen. And eyes can empathize. I'm sorry, like as a man, you just got a bad hand when it comes to that shit. And they wonder why suicide rates are so fucking high. And they say they're there for their friends, and you can't even listen to your friend talk about how hard their day was.
Like, cause look, I always be listening too. Like, that's the thing. Like, you know, people always be questioning like why I'm so patient. You know, because like, I mean, look, if you look at my family, like they are the complete opposite of the shit like I be acting like, you know, like I want to say complete opposite. I did learn a lot from my mother and my father, but like patience, not their strong suit from what I know. You know, maybe my father, maybe just a tiny bit. He got some of that, you know. But like, you know, like I've just always been kind of trained to like listen, you know, don't like always think before you do, you know, like always like, you know, and it's weird because it's like if you look at my brothers, like, you know, like obviously never any disrespect towards my brothers because like they're my family. There's never disrespect.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know, it's like they don't be really listening like that, you know? Even if you try to say some real shit like about like their character. You know, like they kind of listen to respond rather than listen to take in the information and be like, okay, like I hear what you're saying. Moving forward, I gotta work on it. Like they don't do that, you know? Like, and they're way older than me, man. Like they have even more years of life experience. And it's like, you know, and like clearly I didn't turn out like them because like, you know, I don't be smoking weed. I don't be drinking. I don't be like spending all of my money at once. Like I save. I'm like responsible.
Exactly.
You know,
that's some MLB shit. Like it's that low life shit.
Yeah, like low key. Like, you know, like it's just crazy. Like and a lot of saying they'll do things and then they like never do, or like it takes them a really, really long time until finally it's like they have no other option when they could have just like done it sooner and it wouldn't have even like made too much of a difference like at that point, instead of like, you know, low-key bottling shit, you know, like that's why it's like, you know, like low-key, like the best times whenever like I'm going through shit and I have to like kind of work through my problems is low-key when I be talking to myself, you know, like I kind of self-regulate my emotions like that. Or if it's not that, I normally go to my Justin's place. Because when I'm in that environment, like even if like I talk to him and there's like not much like for him to really like add or say like onto my stuff, like that environment just calms me down, because like that's where I was when I was at like my lowest point in life, where it was like I almost like fucking died, you know, like, and I had to be talked out of not doing that, you know. It's like, I feel like that space kind of just conditioned me to be like, you're safe here, you know, like this is the place where you can come to. So if you ever feel like something's off, like you can just chill,
Yeah.
you know. Like, I don't know, like I don't know if I really wish I had, like, you know, a friend of mine that really like understood that I could like feel like I can talk to, you know, because like I don't know, it's like it's complicated because like I know me best,
Yeah.
you know, which is why talking to myself like low key helps. Like there's a lot of problems like when I got to the point where I like am like I love myself, like, you know, like I don't hate myself anymore. Like that was a huge development for me, you
Once
know.
you start to love yourself, it
Like
changes
I've become
everything.
unstoppable at that point. Like no, like
'Cause
that's why
nobody can say
people coming in this
anything.
chat can't say dumb shit to me and be like, "Oh, you're goofy. You don't have a gift. Oh, your grandfather wouldn't be proud of you." Like that shit doesn't affect me because I'm like, bro, like just like you know, like fuck, I've gone through way worse. You know, I've been called way worse. I've almost
Been treated
like
worse,
died,
almost
you
died. Like,
know,
yeah,
like
like,
all of that shit. You feel
yeah,
me? Like I know how that is. That's why it's like, you know, now that I'm like cool with myself, like nothing people can say really fucking affects me. So any like problems I have internally like come from other kinds of struggles, whether it's like with my family, like with, you know, like my grandmother being in the hospital, because like that's still an ongoing thing, and I thought it wouldn't be until it returned. And you know, it's like great. And then, you know, like fucking, or like the financial shit, like with me being fucking $5,000 in debt, and like I'm like upset because like fucking, you know, like I'm saving all this money from work, like, and I normally have to pay for the internet bill like at my house, so that because that covers my rent. But even then, like I normally pay my father rent, and it's like right now I'm so far into debt that my father was like, "Look, man, you don't gotta pay me for this rent. I'd rather you pay for your debt because whatever money you're giving me for rent, I don't need it."
yeah,
You know?
better off.
And I'm just like, damn, but like the fact that it has to be to that point, like that shit fucks me up because it's like, bro, like that's not in my control.
Yeah,
You know, that's what upset me. It's the fact that I could not control that. Like that's not my fault. And I have to just take it to the chin and just fucking, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
That's the part about adulting that fucking
ugh,
where you just have to roll with the punches. Like,
right.
yeah,
You know?
you gotta be like, oh fuck, like, okay, well, this is just a new obstacle. Honestly, Senna, like the way I'm looking at life now, I feel like, oh, I'm really looking at this shit like a simulation, like a game. Where it's like
Yeah.
these random ass roadblocks get thrown in, random, like just completely random shit, and then boom, you gotta readjust everything around it. And it's like, how many times can you readjust? How adaptable can you be? That's really the thing that determines if you win in life. Is how much, because it's not a matter of, because it's all good when things are sunshine and rainbows. How are you gonna adapt when a curveball is thrown in there?
Right, how
Quickly
many
can you
times are you gonna
bounce
get
back up?
knocked down
Yeah, yeah,
until like you keep just getting back up, and then it's like, oh, you got back up, boom, fucking
yeah,
another fucking thing
yeah.
happens,
It's like, can you keep
fucking
your
taking
fucking
you by the
mental?
teeth and curb stomping you over and over again, like,
Yeah,
you
but it's
know,
like if you can learn to embrace that, it's like a superpower.
right,
But that's why I feel like people like us is kind of, you once you kind of go through the actual hard part, the confronting yourself. Cause like the way I look at shit now, I'm like, bro, like all of the things outside of us, it's just a representation of something in our mind. including people. Anything negative someone can say, they're just a physical representation of your own negative thoughts. It's you versus you for real. Like, if there's something someone could point out about you that you don't like, that's just the fact that you haven't healed that part of yourself.
Yeah.
Your flaws, if you haven't learned to love your flaws and appreciate them and frame it in a way where you appreciate your imperfections, then someone pointing out the imperfections can break you. But then if you confronted that and then learned to love it and found a reason to love it, love yourself in spite of not being perfect, that's the only way to beat other people, is by beating yourself. That's what I realized. If I still think these things about myself and I hold it against myself, someone else has something they can use against me. In a way, to survive in the world, you need to confront yourself so that no one else can manipulate you.
Yeah.
Because you're vulnerable. You're vulnerable. No matter how you slice it, if you have a weakness, if you have an insecurity, if you have any part of yourself you don't like, someone else can come in and be like, oh, I can fix that for you, and then fuck you up. Because you're gonna, right? If you're insecure about your progress as a creator, brand, money, like, someone can, oh, dangle money in front of you, and your whole logic process is gonna be warped because you're not thinking clear, because you haven't settled that part of yourself. Same thing with the negativity. If you have false confidence or no confidence, someone could be like, oh, you're fucking trash, and that could be the nail in the coffin. But it's up to you. We all gotta go on this journey and figure this shit out. So that's why I got respect for you and like anybody else that's trying to navigate the personal part of it, because the personal development reflects in the work. Like, you being like, yo, I gotta go within myself, that's the music. You can hear it. You could hear the internal dialogue. Like, you could actually, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing for me. Like, I gotta write about how I feel. I'm not in therapy right now. It's not in the budget. My insurance changed how much they're willing to pay for it. So that changes how often I'm willing to go. But we got each other. And you know, I'm always gonna be here. And we gotta stop this hyper masculinity thing. Let men express themselves, because you deserve to be heard too, even the little things, because it adds up. It adds up, bro. On the couch, but he's on the bed.
But he's on the bed. Like shit. Yeah.
Come on, man. Y'all see it? Yo, look, y'all heard it. He's been playing the whole time. Y'all go stream Flesh and Blood. Y'all go black Flesh and Blood. Y'all check out the promo. I gotta repost it. Gotta repost it so people can see it. But you already know, get you some rice bread.
For sure. Hey, look, before I dip, obviously, you know, I gotta do that little outro, you know. Man. WITB, W fucking Ciara, aka The Prophecy. You feel me? W fucking chat, W stream, W fucking album playing right now. Fucking W fucking movement. We are not a label. We are a movement.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Books and get you some rest, brethren. I'm about to actually go work on this song.
Hell yeah. Alrighty.
Alright, c1nna. Say peace.
Oh shit.
It's crazy how much time can fly, you know?
Yo.
I mean, we went through a whole year of being mostly radio silent.
I really just saw this lady make watermelon and rhyme.
New Year's, being alone
Candy.
made me realize how much I missed those guys. Like, not even just him, but I miss spending time with his sister, too. Speaking of which, before I finish this letter, I'd like to tell you all a story you'll remember forever. Once upon a winter, a mother made up her mind. She had 2 boys, but wanted one more in their lives. Her and her husband tried until it seemed hopeless, but thanks to God, the door to life opened for this child to be chosen. And thanks to him, his mother found out that she was dying, yet she was crying tears of joy for her 3rd baby boy. They named him Ryan.
What would you like to name your baby boy?
We know exactly what to name it.
That kid is something special. I'm glad he loves his mama. He caused my heart to melt so
Okay,
much.
y'all gotta be stopped. Alright, they gotta be stopped, chat. They gotta be stopped. Niggas is out here making, bro. Niggas is out here making candy peaches, bro. I need y'all to get some, bro.